is good? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about my predictions for the upcoming Season 2 of NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Now, why do I like doing these prediction videos? Well, I just like taking a look forward on what are the possibilities of some cards that we maybe haven't seen yet that normally at this time we have that I think could be rewards. So, for example, who is going to be the level 40 of Season 2? Who is going to be the, ultimate grind mode like Brandon Roy was? Those are the things we are going to talk about in this video. Now, before I dive any further into that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road towards 130,000 subscribers. The first thing I want to say, I do not know as of now if Season 2 is going to be structured like Season 1, right? So like last year, right, they tried the trophy case and then went away from it, right? This season, this year, we saw an ultimate reward basically for completing all the game modes, which I personally loved in Brandon Roy, right? It gave me something to grind for. Are we going to see that again, though? Or is 2K going to take a different approach and try something different? Those are the things that I just don't know that I'm super interested in. So I'm going to act like Season 2 is going to be very similar to Season 1. The one thing I do not think we'll see is a new domination. We're going to start it off with kind of the boring modes and then ramp it up. So when we're talking about clutch time offline, right? That's the mode we saw Wally Szczerbiak of this year. The guy I have on my mind is Kenyon Martin, right? Kenyon Martin's a card that's 6'9", always a decent power forward in my team. Now, when I look up Kenyon Martin for this year, sure, we had the starter Kenyon Martin, but that's it. I'm expecting an Ami Kenyon Martin. I'm expecting all of these mode rewards to be Amis. I don't think 2K announced anything about them, but I am expecting them to at least ramp up to Ami as far as all the mode rewards. So clutch time reward, I am expecting an I'm not expecting, but I'm predicting an Ami Kenyon Martin as far as that reward, and definitely an Ami as far as the rewards for each mode. Then we get to triple threat offline. Obviously, this season, we saw Alonzo Mourning. Next season, I'm predicting Moses Malone. Another big man that we have not seen at all this year that normally we see an early on Moses Malone card. That's a decent defender and pretty similar to like what a Ben Wallace gives you, right? Maybe just going to give you a little more height, a little more versatility, but going to defend at a very high level. And I mean, look, if we see clutch time, Kenyon Martin in triple threat, Moses Malone, I won't complain because those are two cards that as long as Kenyon Martin has a decent 3-ball, which I think if he was an Ami, he would have, and as long as Moses Malone does Moses Malone things, I personally would not complain. So those, I do believe, are going to be our new offline rewards. Again, I don't expect anything new in domination, anything like that. So then we get to our online modes, okay? Salary cap, I'm not predicting each and every one of the rubies. I mean, I think that's too hard to do. But I'm going to predict who was the Victor Oladipo of this season. So if you complete all of the salary cap, my prediction is a Diamond Kevin McHale. Now, yes, I think Diamond as far as the ultimate reward. Why? Because you're not going to be able to get the ultimate Diamond card for another, 5 weeks from now. And I think by that time, we'll have more and more diamonds in the game. And we need a good salary cap mode or salary cap reward. Because salary cap, look, I'm going to be honest. To get them all, you're going to need 60 wins. And if you get 60 wins in salary cap or play, let's say, a total of 80 games, right, you deserve a good reward. And I think a Diamond Kevin McHale would be exactly that. Now, you guys are going to be like, Ty, you're putting a lot of big men in here. Well, I mean, I am. And maybe we won't see as many big men as I'm, initially predicting. But I think Kevin McHale would be a really solid option. Clutch time online up next. I'm predicting Paul Silas as far as our 50 win reward. This season, we saw Bruce Bowen. Now, as far as Paul Silas this year, I don't think we've seen a Paul Silas card. You'd have to go all the way back. Let me see. The last time we saw Paul Silas was in Season 1 of last year, right? 2K22, obviously, is when we saw the triple threat online Paul Silas last, and he was absolutely incredible for a specific time. I just think Paul Silas at the small forward position would be one of the best, right? He's basically a Draymond Green at that small forward position that can just do a little bit more. And I think with his player model player build, everybody would be super stoked and excited about an amethyst Paul Silas. One thing I am hoping for in a lot of my predictions are, and I don't want to say exciting cards, but cards that are going to be really solid and really good. And I think Paul Silas would be exactly that. Triple Threat Online, my prediction for, 50 wins is Maurice Lucas in Triple Threat, in Triple Threat Online. Again, Clutch Time Online, I'm going Paul Silas. Triple Threat Online, my prediction being Mo Lucas. You guys could be like, what, Ty? Why are you predicting all these, like, just bigs that play defense? Well, look, I'm tired of seeing David Wesley. I'm tired of seeing these random, Isaiah Ryder type cards. Give me a card that can play and do stuff at a high level, right? That's really what I'm trying to see. I don't want these just random decent cards in my team. I want a card that's going to be able to compete at a very high level. And look, Paul Silas, Maurice Lucas in Triple Threat Online, I think those type of guys will be able to do exactly that. Now, maybe I'll be wrong. Again, we'll see. I doubt any of these predictions are actually going to be right. I hope I'm right on some of them. But that is my prediction in Triple Threat Online, is Mr. Maurice Lucas. Now, my team unlimited, this is where we get into a little bit of excitement here. I'm predicting Gerald Wallace. Now, I believe if we get Gerald Wallace in my team unlimited, he is going to be absolutely elite. I think Gerald Wallace has exactly what it takes to be one of the top, if not the top small forward in the entire game. Because if we look at small forwards, right, my favorite right now, Scottie Pippen. Kawhi is obviously good. I love Robert Covington. Just great 3 indie guys. And I think Gerald Wallace fits exactly kind of what I'm looking for at that small forward position. And I feel like if he's your unlimited reward, 2K could juice him and make him really solid as well. At least I'm hoping for that. Who knows? 2K could, obviously, make him not so good. But I'm hoping they really ramp up their rewards and start making them really good and really solid in my team. And when we think about a Gerald Wallace card we've seen this year, we don't have any. So that's kind of why I am predicting him in my team unlimited. Triple Threat Online caught for 50 wins. Here's where we get the first guard, right? I haven't talked about a guard a lot here. The first guard I'm predicting is Monte Ellis. Why Monte Ellis? I feel like if we go back to last year's, okay, Monte Ellis, I think in 2K22, right, saw that primetime card in, I do believe, October, right? If we go back to 2K23, if we look up Monte Ellis, he didn't see a card till season 5, but even in 2K21, Monte Ellis saw that glitch card early on. We just normally see Monte Ellis cards early on in my team, and at 6'3" with what he's going to provide, I feel like he'd be really solid at that point guard position. Just the guy that could, challenge like the Stephs, the Kyries of the world, and just be really solid in his own right. He is the only guard that I'm predicting as far as a reward, but if we get him, I would not be too mad at all. Now, my prediction for completing each and every one of their modes. So to do this, you're going to have to, get all of these Ammies I just talked about, right? Just go over them quickly. In Clutch Time Offline, you'd get Kenya Martin. Triple Threat Offline, you would get Triple Threat Online Offline, you'd get Moses Malone. Salary cap, you're looking at the ultimate reward. Or you wouldn't need that, okay? But I'm just going to talk about it. Kevin McHale, you don't need that for the ultimate mode or ultimate reward in my team. When you look at Clutch Time Online, Paul Silas, Triple Threat Online, Mo Lucas. My team unlimited, I'm predicting Gerald Wallace, with co-op being obviously Monte Ellis. You get all of those rewards outside of salary cap. You don't need that. My prediction is Diamond Wilt Chamberlain as your ultimate reward of season 2. That's what the Brandon Roy was of this year, right? So if you completed basically all the game modes, you got Brandon Roy this year or this season. I'm predicting Wilt Chamberlain next season. Why? I just think, again, they don't want to copy and paste, right? They don't want to give us another guard next season. They're going to lean into the bigs. And if you get Wilt Chamberlain, he's going to be out there competing against Shaq. And I think 2K is going to give us a counter to Shaq eventually. Chris Bosh kind of is. But I do believe Wilt Chamberlain would be that next level good in my team. And just be a really solid ultimate reward in my team. Now, level 40 card. I'm picking Paul George. Season 1, Kyrie Irving was our level 40 card. And he was absolutely elite. I think 2K is going to ramp it up, give us a diamond Paul George at the small forward position. And he's going to be absolutely elite as well. I don't think, with his SIGs and animations, he can be as good for his time as Kyrie Irving. But I do think he is going to be solid. 2K is going to try to juice him stat badge-wise and make him really, really, really solid in my team. So that is my predictions for Season 2 of NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. I'm really interested to hear your guys' thoughts on my prediction, as well as some of your guys' predictions down below in the comments. Again, my predictions, is it probably going to be right? Probably not. I'm probably going to be wrong on the majority of them. That's gonna wrap it up, guys. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.